Greetings, peace, and blessings, everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again to another Aisha Speaks Jade Facebook conversation and dialogue, inspiration, and authentic me. Authentic you. I am ... whatever that looks like for you. I am authentic self, where I am none other than Aisha, affectionately known as Jade. So I just come to realize, right, that with doing these makeup live audios that I do, that originally Thursday was the 22nd. I wasn't going to do any type of live audio or live video, but I wound up doing one, right? Forgot that I did one, and I wound up doing another Thursday audio. But that's okay. So you have one live video that you see me on and one makeup live audio for Thursday. So you have 2 for 1, twofer. So that's great. It's all good. However, let me move forward and let me let you know that I am doing a makeup live audio for this past Friday, November the 23rd, 2018. And this might be my last one for this evening. I'm not too sure. But again, welcome and greetings to everyone, whether you are local listening or you are globally listening to this makeup live audio for, again, Friday, November 23rd, 2018. This one will not be as long. Not that they've really been long. Okay, so I'm babbling. For you guys that love to read, you are book nerds, but in a very cute, sexy way. There are books. There are 8 books that have been recommended that if you're interested in being a stronger leader, then these might be for you. So the topic and title at hand is 8 books that will make you a stronger leader. Crack open a book and become a lifelong learner. It'll make you smarter, and it just might be the key to eternal youth. I don't know about that one, but certainly I do know that when you stimulate the brain by reading or doing exercises that stimulate the brain, it's a wonderful thing. So let's see what type of books may be suggested. But before we go into that, it's natural to want to improve at work, no matter how amazing a job you're already doing. Your career shouldn't be about becoming great, then reaching a plateau. Instead, focus on always becoming better than you were yesterday. If you adopt the latter mindset, you'll be a lifelong learner, which will increase your chances of career success. So Henry Ford, he considered himself a lifelong learner and has been quoted saying, "Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young." You'll need to continuously learn new things and add tools to your toolbox over the length of your career. Your college degree or vocational training is a good start, but it shouldn't be a stopping point. Reading often is a great way to embrace the lifelong learner approach that Ford and so many other successful people have subscribed to. So if you're wondering what should be next on your reading list, here's some books to consider. So if you're one of those individuals that love to read and always learn and advance and keep your mind stimulated, here are some that are suggested. The first would be Things Happened Since the Foundation of the World by RENE. GIRARD. Again, the name of this book is Things Hidden Since the Foundation of the World by RENE, which is RENE, GIRARD. So this person is a French philosopher. RENE GIRARD books examine some fundamental facts about business that have been misleading people for as long as humanity has been around. Also, this book has had a marked impact on his worldview. So again, Things Hidden Since the Foundation of the World by RENE GIRARD. The next one would be Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. If you've heard that it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill, you've already been influenced by Gladwell's book. In it, he seeks to understand what makes the most successful people among us stand out, whether they're athletes, artists, or business leaders. Again, that book is called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. The next would be Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. Most people attempt to bury their vulnerabilities until they're no longer visible, but Brown cautions against that practice. Instead, she explores how letting others see our true selves, complete with flaws and vulnerabilities, is the key to not only happiness but success. Getting comfortable with being vulnerable will help you approach your team and customers in a more genuine way. And again, that book is called Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. Next is Conscious Capitalism by John Mackey and Raji Sisodia. So Mackey and Sisodia explain how capitalism can actually be an agent of positive change, using companies such as Whole Foods and the Container Store to illustrate their points. By adhering to their 4 tenets of conscious capitalism, you can create both a stronger business and a stronger community. That book again is called Conscious Capitalism by John Mackey and Raji Sisodia. Next is The Lean Startup by RIES. RIES' book provides a valuable blueprint for starting a business, whether you hope to take on massive competitors or start an Etsy shop in your spare time. He includes ways to validate your business ideas and explains how to use online tools that will be essential to building your venture. The book is called again, The Lean Startup by RIES. Next is The Psychology of Selling by TRACY. TRACY's books distills years of sales experience into an easy-to-read format, helping you learn to connect with many different types of customers. His books also breaks down the pitching process to help you hear yes more often than you hear no. The book is called again, The Psychology of Selling by TRACY. The next is Economics in One Lesson by HAZLITT. HAZLITT's books was first published in 1946, but the principles contained within it remain relevant to this day. Economics in One Lesson breaks down many of the fundamental assumptions business leaders have made about the economy and explains why they are actually incorrect and often destructive. That book again is called Economics in One Lesson by HAZLITT. And last, Escape from Cubicle Nation by Pamela Slim. It can be difficult to leave the relative safety of a full-time corporate job to strike out on your own. But Slim's book helps walk you through the basics of launching your own business. Because hearing from someone who's already found success can be daunting. Slim includes stories from her coaching clients and blog readers who are undergoing the same entrepreneurial hardships you're currently experiencing. This time of year, there's nothing better than curling up with a good book, right? So that title of that book again is Escape from Cubicle Nation by Pamela Slim. And yes, this time of the year, which is fall, winter seasons, and you don't want to do too much and you don't want to step outside in that cold if you don't have to, curl up with a nice book with a cup of hot tea or a nice glass of wine and get into reading a good book and keeping your mind stimulated and productive and always learning. Plus, if that book can make you more successful in your job or your business and spark a love of lifelong learning, that's even better. So I hope that you guys took heed to the titles and the authors that I just spoke on. If you have any type of recommendations or suggestions on good books that would make you a good business leader or a good business or entrepreneur person, definitely leave those title of the book and the author's name in the comment section here. Okay. I thank you guys for tuning in on this brief dialogue or conversation that I just had. I hope it was helpful. As always, take care of the top of your head, which is the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Always incorporate self-care each and every day. It should not be an option. It should be a necessity. Use your self-care toolbox. And if you don't have one, create one with nothing but positive energy and vibes in it. Take small steps, one footstep at a time, and commend yourself for every task that you complete. Okay? And always know if it's not completed in that day, you have tomorrow to complete it. If you have tomorrow to complete it. So self-care, and use the self-care toolbox. I like to invite you guys to go on my social media platforms, subscribe and like to them. Of course, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on all of them under Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Be good to yourself, create your value, create your greatness, know your worth, respect yourself, and all of that amazing positive energy and vibes. This might be my last one. I'm not sure, but in the event that it is, please be good to yourself, people, and always have appreciation, gratitude, and thankfulness, and be humble. Be good to yourself. Know your worth. Know your value. Love, respect, and like yourself. With that being said, have a great, awesome evening. Namaste and Ashe. Be good to yourself.